All right. What's up, y'all? Shout out to my guys in the mentorship. Yo, so how do I do this? Where people can come up if they want to. Um, allow. Yeah, I'm gonna auto accept requests. Yo, so I'm on TikTok. If you're on YouTube checking this out, you want to come on TikTok and you just want to talk, you want to ask questions about business, that type of thing. I'm gonna be working. I'm not gonna be reading comments and stuff. That's one of the problems that I have. Is it's hard for me. It's hard for me to work and read messages. It's too distracting. But if I can talk to people, that works better. So hopefully you guys can hear me here on TikTok. Um, and if you're in the mentorship, I'd love a co-host. You know what I'm saying? So um, talking to the guys over here on Discord about ARM right now. So one of the guys was asking about the stock ticker ARM. Man, let me show you guys ARM. So if you're on TikTok talking, you ain't gonna be able to see this. So what I suggest, man, is come on TikTok, talk to if you want to talk. But if you want to see what's on my screen, you need to be on YouTube. Actually, let me do this. This might actually work. Let me see this. Dual cam this thing. Rectangle. Boom. How do I do it? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Boom. Let me clean my screen. Oh, my camera. All right, so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. So this is ARM. If you can see here, you can see the revenues have grown. That's quarterly, but look at it annually. It's a hell of a company. And if you don't know about ARM, so ARM grows every single year, and the price of the stock has been pretty much it's even with all-time highs from early in the year. You guys can see the net income grows. Free cash flow wise, 2024 was a great year, and it continues to grow. I'm not as worried about free cash flow because it's a tech company, bro. Cash, look how much cash it has. $2.8 billion in cash. It don't got no debt, man. It don't got no debt. So, I mean, it's a great company. Let's look at the quarterly, though. Let's look at it a little bit granular. And you can see the revenues is growing quarterly. The free cash flow is growing quarterly. This is a very healthy company. Okay, so when I think about a very healthy company, if I know what the company's about, and this is one of the best, companies that you can buy in the AI space. And it's not that hard, man. It's 2025, bro. Go to ChatGPT, right? And let's just look up. Tell me about the company ARM, and use Warren Buffett methods to evaluate and look at the potential of the company's growth the next 5 years. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT brings up. One of the things that I notice on TikTok too, bro, is every live stream is about politics, is about culture war, is about division, debate about religion. Like it's been ugly, and a lot of these people all got the same problem. If people's money was good, if people didn't have the stress of finances, of all that shit, half their problems would be gone. Spend a little bit more time growing, bro. Like, all right, so check it out. So ARM Holdings. I mean, one of the most important things about what Warren Buffett says with companies is you got to understand the company. What is it? So it's a British semiconductor, and it designs CPU cores for GPUs and related tech rather than manufacturing chips itself. So it designs important components, and it has contracts with NVIDIA, with ARM, with, it has a hell of a moat, right? And the business has two main streams of income: royalties and licensing. Why? Because it doesn't make its own shit. Most of these chip companies don't make their own stuff. TSM does. Taiwan Semiconductor Company, right? And here's the moat: strong brand, industry position. ARM's architecture is deeply embedded in global ecosystems, like smartphones. The scale and network licensing model. It's high margin business, very low cost. That's why it has 2.8 billion in cash sitting there, bro. Right? The growth tailwinds. As compute demand increases, like AI, data centers, automotive, edge, ARM is well positioned. And if you guys seen Amazon's recent earnings reports, man, then they killed it, bro. They literally killed it. And the reason why they killed it wasn't because of next day shipping, same day shipping. The reason they killed it was because of AWS. That's their cloud computing. That's their cloud databases. So anytime you see companies like NVIDIA win, Amazon win, Meta win, a lot of companies that are in the forefront of AI, ARM is going to win. That's why I love ARM. Hopefully that answers your question. But I'm on this, man, bro. Like, I'm on TikTok right now because I'm trying to help small business owners. Man, I've done really well for myself. I started out as a self-employed entrepreneur. A lot of people are, or they're employees who they want to make that shift over. And you guys are welcome to come on here and ask questions or whatever. I don't know if you can. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping and it's not open. But if you've been thinking about starting a business, if you're self-employed and you don't know how to grow beyond where you're already at, I've done it at a high level, man. I started out as a barber behind the chair. I haven't cut hair behind the chair in 6 years. And it's because of the roadmap that I took, and I'm transparent. I'm not selling nothing here. I just want to help people. When I look at social media and what all the conversation's about, it's very divisive. It's a bunch of bullshit. I don't care what you look like. None of that shit. VIP phase, how can you join the investment class? What investment class? I don't have an investment class, brother. But I can help you right now. If you want help, I'll help you right now. Is there echo on YouTube? I think there probably is, right? Maybe not. What's up, Vince? I see Vince in the building. What's good, bro? What app or website do you use to invest? I use Fidelity, but you could use Robinhood, you could use Webull. I like Fidelity because it was the easiest for me to get level 3 options account. If you got 20K and you want that level 3 margin account, then I will go with Fidelity. And then I built an app called BossioInvesting.com. I'll show it to you guys. If you're on, I'll show it to you guys right here. I actually built this app. So if you go to BossioInvesting.com, this is me. I built this. And you can log in. As a matter of fact, I was supposed to help somebody get in, and I forget who it is. I think it's Crochet. So I need to help her get in, but access the terminal. You guys can see. I'm going to refresh this now. Damn, that shit's dope. I didn't even know I built that. That's funny. Sound is different on TikTok. Sounds clear on YouTube. Oh, man. Yeah, TikTok. Does it sound bad on TikTok, though? The thing is, I don't have a Windows computer, so I can't use TikTok's proprietary streaming software. Maybe I'll just buy something on Amazon. Let me see what they got on Amazon. I need a cheap Windows computer. Windows cheap computer. This is stupid. Look, I need something light like this. Something light, like a Mac Mini. You know what I'm saying? Something that just, I think that's what I need, right? This might be all I need for $200. But I want something fast. I want something that'll pull up, like that'll be here tomorrow type shit. Get it tomorrow. There's like a muffled vent sound, a fan. Yeah. It sounds way better on YouTube because YouTube is using this mic. But if I get the Windows plug, then I'm Gucci. What the hell? All right, so no computers tomorrow. This might be the one though. I'm gonna open this link. What else they got? I might just pull up to Walmart, bro, and just buy a laptop, right? This the same shit. Excuse me. What website were you on that you made? It's called BossioInvesting.com. If you're not in the mentorship, it's $10 a month, and it's a filter. It filters all the opportunities. So let's say you're looking for something conservative, right? You can come here and you'll see, MicroStrategy right now. Oh my God. You can get a strike price for MicroStrategy at $190. The stock is $241 right now. So MicroStrategy can drop by 20% in the next 21 days, and you can still make almost 3% on your investment. Now, it's going to be 19 grand, right? But you're going to make $415 by taking this risk. If you buy a few contracts, you'll make $1,200 in a month. We'll see how I do this month. I think I'm going to make like 6-7 grand this month from my options trading. So do y'all watch? Do any of y'all watch? Do any of y'all watch TikTok Live? What kind of content do y'all watch on TikTok Live, if y'all do? Vince, what do you watch, bro? I usually watch stream sports or barber content. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's a screener. Look, I'm showing you right now. It shows you all the opportunities that are available in the market. Like this used to take hours of research, and now it just filters it out. It takes all the data and it gives you all of the options, opportunities. Look at this. This delta means you have an 87% chance of winning this trade. There's an 87% chance of winning this trade. I would do that MicroStrategies play. This one right here has an 83% chance. I would do this SoFi trade. Micron. What? You can get 3% on Micron? Man, Micron's an amazing company. Let's look at the S&P 500. What's available here? I don't know WBD, but Tesla, you can get. Tesla's very volatile. I'm a little scared of Tesla, but you can get a 2.47%. Nvidia, that's a play right there, 2.24%. This is Intel. So yeah, man, there's a lot of opportunities there. I haven't tested this for a year. I've been testing this for 6 months. I've made $30,000. I'm averaging $5,000 a month in cash flow. This is in profits. This is in cash I could take out my account right now. This is not like realized gains. I also have the S&P 500. I'm also in the queues, and I think I'm up 23% on that. But this is monthly cash flow. And dude, I'm not afraid to show it. Let me show y'all. I started this middle of May. Middle of May, I started it. These are my closed positions. Look, $29,763. You can see it right there. Let me switch my screen real quick. There you go. 29,700. And you can see all the trades I did. One by one by one by one. Nobody does this. Nobody shows this much transparency. So I'm averaging about $5,000 a month for the last 6 months. What do you mean, can I make the screen bigger? On TikTok or on here? There you go. So I'll show you the trades. Somebody was asking about ARM. Look at ARM right there. That was one of my last trades. I made, look how much I made from ARM. This was my last trade. I made, that's basically $700, right? Let me zoom in. So that's basically $700. I made $1,400 from ARM. $1,400 from ARM. This one was Google, $500 from Google. Hims, these, holy shit, I made a lot of money from Hims. Look at this. This is all Hims. That's crazy. Look, all of these are Hims. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Hims. From Hims alone, I made, let's see, 800. That's 1,400. That's $2,000. And I'm rounding down, obviously. That's 2,400 because I rounded so many down. 2,400, 2,900, 3,000, 3,400. Let's call it, for easy math, 39. Let's call it $4,000 I made just from Hims in a month. Shit was insane. I went crazy with Hims. Yeah. This is bro, this is money I wouldn't even notice. This is money I wouldn't even notice in the last 6 months. But it's fun, man, and I've been documenting it. I've been documenting it every single week, every single month. I've been sharing it just to show y'all, man, this shit is possible for anybody. And most people will never do this. Community flag comments detected. I don't know what happened, but all right, let me see here. Bro, change your search. What do you mean change my search? What do you mean by that, Justin? Hey, are you going to be doing a better version of OTB booking, or can I start to use the one we got? Definitely doing a better version of OTB booking. I wish I could show it. We can't show it yet, but it's fire, bro. It's gonna be the best app in the industry. My only problem is pricing, bro. Pricing is difficult because the thing that I notice with these booking apps, bro, is they, a lot of them, they nickel and dime you. A lot of them. And we can't compete because we're not charging all these extra fees. We're not nickel and diming you. So I think the price point is going to be $50 for each barber, $150 for a barbershop, and then $100 an extra location. And then we'll have a $250 version, which includes a shit ton of like AI and extra features. It's gonna be absolutely worth every single penny. But I'm a little worried that it's gonna be hard to get people to see the value of it, unfortunately. So man, I gotta learn how to use this freaking app, bro. All right, let me turn this off. All right, cool. Yeah, no problem, VIP phase. But look, bro, if you don't know how to use it, go take the course. There's a free course on my YouTube channel. And if you really want to lock in, join school, take the investing course on that, and yeah, let's lock in. Eddie said, "Hey Chris, should I automate some money to go to the S&P and Nasdaq? Should I focus on just growing the options fund? I don't make a lot yet in the shop, but the little I make, I want to make the most of." Yeah. What I would do is, the moment that you see there's some premium, let's say you close a trade, I would take whatever that amount of premium is, bro, and I would put it into the S&P, or I would put it into QQQ. Eddie, you're a little bit more conservative, so I would probably do the S&P over the QQQ, because the S&P is a little bit safer. I'm trying to lock in on this. Can you give me the school link for that video? I'm trying to focus on this, bro. Yeah, man, let me show you. So literally, bro, you can go to my Instagram. I know you follow me on Instagram, and I'm gonna show you on school real quick. So once you lock in with us, bro, once you go to school, this is the about page, right? So you're just gonna go to you're gonna go to school.com/school. Let me show you. Hold on. How the hell do you use this shit? How do I flip my camera? Excuse my language, y'all. Flip camera. There you go. All right. So you guys can see the school, right? Once you're locked in, bro, you're gonna go over to classroom, and you're gonna scroll down, bro. I teach so much in this thing. How to do meta ads, Google ads. All this shit made me millions. Meta ads made me millions. Google made me millions. If you have a service or a product, if you're an entrepreneur, these two courses alone that's included, this shit made me millions. Business funding. Like if you need money to start that business, we help you figure that out. One of my favorite businesses in the world is barbershops, and it makes me millions. It makes me $1 million a year. This right here. And then wealth and stocks. This is the course, VIP. So you come in here, and you're gonna learn the fundamentals of stocks right here, and then we break down every single point right here, and I'll show you how to use the app, the software, everything. It's all in here. So if you just literally lock in for a month, you can knock this out in a few hours, and then cancel. You pay me $120. Thank you. I appreciate the support. You know what I mean? That's it. So this ain't high ticket. I genuinely want to see y'all win. If you got questions, I'm always on social media, bro. Like, it is what it is. Jared said, what was it like starting up the accounting firm? I got a great team, bro. I got a great team, but it was different, man, because I'm a barber. You know what I mean? But I understand what me as a self-employed individual, I understand what I want, bro. I had to do a whole lot of due diligence and find accountants that understood the language that I was trying to speak, because there's a lot of accountants that they don't take risk, or they're so used to simple stuff. They're not used to self-employed people, because maybe 10% of the entire country are self-employed independent contractors. So there's not a lot of accountants that even spend time becoming experts of it, because why would they? It's the minority. It's like, you're a barber. How many people, I don't know, how many people, sorry, I'm trying to think of a good example. How many people get a south side fade? Not very many, right? But so you're gonna spend all your time perfecting that? Hell no. And not even that. If you primarily do fades and tapers, you're cutting black and brown people majority of the time. Why would you spend a whole bunch? If 90% of your clients are black and brown, why would you spend the majority of your time learning how to do precision shear work? It makes no sense. It's a different world, right? So, Brandon Hamilton said, bro, you're smart with that stuff. I have no idea where to start. I did make $500 on Palantir. I love Palantir, and some on Texas Roadhouse. I love Texas Roadhouse. But that's just because you told us to buy it a year ago. So, hey, you made some money though. Good for you, Brandon. Good for you, brother. Yeah, I'm smart with this stuff because I spend the time to do it. You smart too, bro. You just haven't spent the time that I've spent. It ain't hard. Go spend some time learning this shit. And then here's the best part. I give you guys the fast lane. Man, it was a jungle out here when I was learning this shit. It was a jungle. I took the machete and I started carving out a lane, started carving out a trail. And that trail became a road, a dirt road. And then it became paved. Now the shit is a highway. I literally built this app for y'all to make this shit a highway. Look at this, man. It's a highway now. That's the highway. I even got the little matrix in the background to make y'all feel like y'all doing some crazy, some out of this world shit, right? Yeah, man. And this is the stuff that entrepreneurs need to be doing, man. Or you're gonna have to trade time for the rest of your life for money. Or how are you going to have multiple streams of income? You feel me? I'm trying to build up my TikTok because I cannot stream like this. I can't read comments. Like right now, I'm not working. And one of the things that I love about TikTok's live streaming is it has so many features, and it also has the potential of new people finding you. And so yeah, I would love this shit to work, but how does shit work? Let me see. Stand out with voice rings. What does that mean? What are voice rings? Oh, okay. How do I get the little boxes to pop up? You know what I'm saying? All right, anyways. Guys, I'm building this app for the mentorship. Shit about to be crazy. I'm excited about it. Sounds good on YouTube. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bro, I've been and then sometimes I'll join some TikTok panels and the shit is so funny, bro. People are insane. They're going nuts. They're going nuts. All these damn pop-ups on the live screen. Y'all see all these pop-ups on the live screen? For those of you that are on YouTube, what is this stuff? Live takeoff, daily ranking, start now. What the hell is this? Add now. $108 views. I'm looking at like the data and shit. Oh shit! Look at this. Building this app. Let's lock in. Let me see. Let's see if this will work. I know I fixed this. I know I built this shit, man. All right, we're gonna try again later. Yeah, no problem. VIP fades. Alan, what's up, man? How am I learning how to code? ChatGPT and Claude Code, YouTube, a lot of studying. I'm gonna tell you right now. I had the luxury of doing nothing. I was in a dungeon for 4 months. I did nothing but learn how to code for 4 months. I'm talking about 12-hour days, just coding and learning and breaking shit. And I spent a lot of money to learn it. A lot of money. Most people won't learn it that fast because most people have a life and a job. And thank God, thank my wife, thank my family for understanding. They let me sacrifice the time that I did to learn this shit. And it hasn't paid off whatsoever. But we've seen a lot of progress, and I think it will. What do you think of Barber starting hair product brands these days? It just depends what you're trying to do. If you just want something with your name on it, yeah, I think that's cool. But I wouldn't call it a brand. I would call it your own product. And no offense to people, but listen, there are 300,000 products, new products in the beauty industry, in the hair grooming industry, released every single year. 1% of those last 2 years. 1% of those 1% that last 2 years make $1 million. It's harder to create a hairstyling brand than it is to make the NBA. Think about that. So why? Unless you don't like any brands that are out there, right? But you would pay more to create your own product than you would pay if you just created a product if you just bought wholesale from another brand that you respect and you like. Not just that, but like a brand like mine, we have to operate off of very thin margins. It's all about volume. If you look on Amazon, we are top 10 in shave gels. We compete with Gillette, $1 billion company. We compete with Gillette. We're top 10 on Amazon. That took 15 years and a lot of work to do, and there's not a lot to show for it. A lot of sacrifice, a lot to do. And I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying, what are your strengths right now? What can you focus on right now that's really going to move the needle? Because there's going to be a lot of non-rewarding tasks that you're going to have to take on if you're going to create a brand. And a brand isn't just a product that sits on the shelf. You need forklifts. You need a customer support team that you train. You're going to have to set up emails, websites. You're going to have a warehouse or set up a 3PL, a third-party logistics setup. You're going to have to think about branding, labels, GTIN, barcodes. inventory management. You're gonna have to look at A&R, right? Accounts receivables. It's a business I might have not done. It's a business I might have not done. But we're here. you know. That's crazy dedication. I know that you're working on creating a booking app. What's the benefit of learning how to do it yourself rather than just putting the money up and have it done for you? Well, Alan, I don't know how much you know about me, but I spent close to $1 million hiring people to do it for me. And I'm just different, bro. I'm just different. You know what I mean? Like, and I have a high standard, and people want to get paid to do stuff, but they're thinking about their life. They're thinking about making a living. They're not thinking about building the best app possible for the company. We've gone through agencies. We've hired people. And, honestly, hiring people today would be different because of the tools that are accessible now. But back then, you needed to hire 3 people that require $250,000 a year salary when I started building an app. Right? Now you might be able to hire one person for $250,000 a year and maybe some equity to build the app because of AI, but it's still real money. And so the benefit's very similar to why I started Tomb 45 with a shave gel I made in my kitchen. It's very similar. But I'm partnering. I learned how to code. I built some apps, but I'm partnering. I'm partnering on this one. We have a hell of a team. I didn't build this by myself. I didn't build this. The app that I'm showing you guys, I'm helping with the features, but it was already built. And the people I'm partnering with, they're way better than I am. They're next level. They're Fortune 100 level. You know what I mean? I really like the fact that you like to help the people, bro. Yeah, I do, man. What's funny is I don't like a lot of people. Man, people piss me off, bro. I know that sounds crazy. But I like helping good people. There just ain't a lot of good people out there, bro. We live in a very divisive, a very secular world. And it's hard to find good people. But when you find them, you know what I'm saying? Do you ever miss cutting hair? You taught me a lot. I don't miss cutting hair behind the chair, but I do miss cutting hair. And I do cut hair. I cut hair all the time. I cut my kids. I'm cutting my nephew on Tuesday. So I still cut hair. I just do it because I like it. I don't do it to pay the bills. But, I don't like doing a lot of shit today. I still got to do it. I don't like driving around like a bus driver for my kids, but I do it. Once you drive, say goodbye to Booksy. Maybe, people don't want to learn how to do business the right way. Some comments were filtered. Tap comments to review and approve. How do I do that? Let me see. Where are comments? How do I tap comments? Okay, comment. Yeah, I don't know. There were some comments that are... All right, I don't know. This is my second year cutting hair. If I do this put stuff, by how long do you think I can retire from cutting? It depends. It depends. So I'm averaging a 5% return every single month. Every month, I'm averaging 5%. Let's say you can do 2.5. Let's say you can do half of that. Well, if you have $100,000, that's $2,500 a month. If you have $200,000, that's $5,000 a month. If you have $300,000, that's $7,500. If you have 400 grand, that's 10,000 a month. Do you see the math there? It depends what you need to be able to retire. And a lot of people will tell you there's no way, there's no way. They know nothing about this. They know nothing about this. Most people are happy with 5% a year. I've been doing this for 15 years. For 15 years, I've been technically retired for 6 years, since I was 30 years old. I didn't do it with Dave Ramsey's plan. I didn't do it with my financial advisor's plan. I did it with educating myself and putting in work. Just my 12 barbershops, my 11 barbershops here in Tampa, I don't have to work anymore. Tomb 45, I don't have, if I wanted to make a profit from Tomb 45, I don't have to work anymore. I have $5 million in real estate. I have an accounting firm that if I just wanted it to be profitable, we wouldn't try to grow it. And so I wouldn't be injecting capital to continue to grow it. We would just cash flow it. I like entrepreneurship. I have a lot of fun building businesses, and I have a lot of fun talking about business, right? So what I'm telling you is, if you dedicate yourself to your craft for a season of your life, if you can, I don't know how much do you have in savings, VIP? And here's the thing about my life, bro. I spend about 5 hours a day with my kids when they get out of school, doing basketball, and just spending time with them. That's rich. That is wealth. Sometimes I gotta tell my kids that ain't normal. Most parents don't do that. Most parents are dropping their kids off, or they gotta skip shit because they gotta be at work. So you got 10K in savings right now. Cool. How old are you? Bro, why don't you talk to me? Come talk to me, bro. If you can. It just makes things easier. Excuse me. Why is it filtering shit, man? Oh, you got your son sleeping. Okay. You're 30 years old. You got $10,000. How was that debate earlier about it? Was you on, Pedro? That's funny. I thought it was hilarious, bro. And these people don't know me. So it's fun. That's what I love about it, that these people don't know me. I kind of want to keep it that way. I don't want people to know who I am on TikTok. I'm about to change my handle, to be honest. I don't want people to know my name. They were hurt my ears. What was I saying? Yeah, you okay. Look, you're 30 years old. You got a kid. What do you make? What do you make per year? And I would have fun doing this. Real talk. What do you make per year? That's what I'm gonna do. Look, I'm gonna pull up the whiteboard for y'all. How do I? Here we go. Boom. I'm gonna pull up the whiteboard for you, bro. Come on, you should already know what you make, fam. You should already know what you make, bro. This is part of the problem. This is why, and I love you. Please don't take this the hard way. I'm big bro. I'm just big bro, okay? This is why you're 30 and you only got $10,000. You're 30 years old and you only got $10,000. You don't know what you make. That is the problem. Why is everything getting filtered? You made $45,000 last year. Okay. Red flag. You cut hair, you're a barber, right? Why did you only make 45,000? What do you charge for a haircut? You need to make more than 45,000. That's what the average American makes. So you charge 35 for a cut. Think about that. Do people give you tips? You probably charge more for haircut and beard. You probably have added services. I'm going to assume your average ticket is at least 45 bucks. Oh, it was your first year barbering. Cool. Where do you cut hair at? That changes things. If this is your first year, that changes things. My apologies, bro. Okay, perfect. Um, okay, cool. So I'm going to assume. So it was 1 year. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We still gotta do better. I need you to get to six figures. I need you to get to six figures. It doesn't take a lot. When you're making $45 a haircut, right? What is your cost of living? What's your cost of living? So you made 45,000. What's your cost of living? User said I say 35 to 35 to 40,000. Man, y'all would love. We had a barber quit this week. He moved from another state. We got him a crib for free. Free crib, free booth rent. We just opened this location. There was 42 walk-ins to share between two barbers in the first week this location has ever been opened. And bro quit. I can guarantee you the barber that stayed is going to make six figures their first year. I can guarantee it. The barber who stayed is going to make six figures their first year there. You can make more for sure if you lock in. All right, so he said 1,800. Beautiful, bro. That's amazing. Okay. So let me ask you, can you keep it below 2,500 your expenses? And can we increase this to 100,000 a year? Because imagine if you could. That means that's about 30,000 a year. After taxes, let's say you keep 80K. That means you can save $50,000 a year. A year. If you put this into the brokerage account, what is let's say in the beginning you can get 3% a month. What's 3% of 50K? That is 1,500 a month. On top of if you're able to save 50K, which is about 4,100 a month, right? That's now 5,500 a month that you can save. And so the following year, you have 110,000 plus. You have $110,000 in your brokerage. What's 3% of 110,000? Oh shit! Now you went from 1,500 a month, year one, to 3,300 a month, year two. And at the end of that year, if you save every single penny and you still live on 2,500, let's say you go to 3,000 instead. Your your living expenses went up, and it might go up a lot more than that. I don't know, right? You're at 3,300 a month. Let's say you were able to stack another 36K on top of the 5,500 a month. 36K is what is that? 3,000 a month. So 3,000 on top of this, you're saving 8,500 a month. That's insane. 8,500 times 12. Let's just for easy math say you saved another 100K on top of this 110. So now you're at 210,000. What's 3% of 210,000? Is that 6,300 a month? Think about it. Think about how that compounds. That's year 3. What would year 10 look like? Bro, you are retired wealthy. You're retired wealthy at that point. And that's only if you do this. And so that's why I tell people, man, you got to make more money. Make more money. And then maybe you get to 10,000 a month and you say, I'm not going to put more money into this. I'm now going to stop putting money into my brokerage, continue to make 10,000 a month, but then take that extra whatever you're saving, right, at that point, and maybe you go start a business. Maybe you go start buying real estate. Maybe you go open that barbershop. Or if you're a plumber, you go open the plumbing company. Or if you're a chef, you go open the restaurant, right? And you have something to fall back on, because it's not just you making money cutting hair, trading time for money. It's not just you cooking food, trading time for money. Now you're making money cooking or cutting. You're making money from the options, the premium, and you start a business. So now you're diversified, and the potential of your business being successful is much higher. By the way, if you're on TikTok, you never seen my setup. I spent about $10,000 on this setup. Sorry, I spent about 10 grand on this setup. Check it out. So I got my iPad right here. I got the dual monitors. I got the nice this is a Joe Rogan mic right here with the arm. I got the Osmo. Got the Osmo here. That's for the power. Look at this screen. This screen was like 3 grand. Got the setup, the Rode, the Stream Deck, the MacBook was like 5 grand. Another phone, but the setup, the desk, goes up and down. But this my streaming setup. But I don't got no views. I got the best damn setup out there. Nobody watches my shit though. We're gonna get there eventually. But thank God, man, I got amazing businesses. I got an amazing team. My family's good. My kids are good. God just keeps pouring into my cup, bro. And I know I got a lot to spill over. I know I got a lot to pour into other people's cups, but I just ain't figured out how to do it yet. It's a MacBook. I'm using Mac, but I think I'm going to order a Windows computer. That way I could actually stream the same way I stream on YouTube. That way I can actually stream on TikTok, because TikTok might be the wave. I mean, I like the platform. I like the features. I like the virality of it. And I think it's something different. Like when I go on TikTok, all you see, bro, is drama, bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I think actually tomorrow I'm going to go buy a PC. Fuck it. What's up, Don? But I like Mac. Mac is my shit for work. But I think tomorrow I'm going to go buy a PC just for TikTok. Literally. Let me see what they got on Best Buy. Let's see. Best Buy. Actually, let me see. I'm looking for a Best Buy computers, PCs in Best Buy that have Windows that are in stock. Can you show me different options? Damn, I ain't spending that much. I just need something that'll run. Let's do this again. I'm looking for a PC that I can buy from Best Buy that is in stock, in store, something affordable, just to be able to run TikTok live stream. You know, Don, I know it's better. I know, computing wise, it's better, but it's the ecosystem for me that makes MacBook my shit. You feel me? Where was the shop at? Went through quick. It's the Avalon Park. We've been open a week. Our first week in business, it had 42 walk-ins. I guarantee the barber that stays, the barber that's there right now that stays, I guarantee her first year she's gonna make $100,000. I guarantee it. All right, let's look. Let's see what Best Buy got. Yeah, I could spend $500. Yeah, we'll spend $500. Fuck it. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I need to get better at cursing. Even though I don't believe it's that type of cursing is a sin. That's my interpretation. That's what I believe. God has put in my heart. I think during that time there was a different form of cursing. When I curse, it's not cursing. It's not cursing people. It's not cursing at people. It's just to me, it's just showing context, feeling, emotion, right? In words. So, yeah, hell yeah, we're gonna buy this little one right here for $280. What the hell? I just need something light. Am I tripping? Y'all think I need to go crazy? I don't want to though, because I'm never gonna use this besides for TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I want to get it fast, bro. Let me click this. My store and nearby. Now let's go down. Let's see what they got. Hell no, I ain't spending that much. What's the pros and cons here? What am I tripping, y'all? All right, I'm just gonna pull up and get this. That's all I need. Right? This all I need. It's perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this up tomorrow. Oh, Intel. I don't like Intel that much, but fuck it, we gonna. I mean, what's the best chip? Do I need to have a GPU? No, right? You gotta get a 3K setup already. No, the kids get a shoe upside the head if they get around that computer desk. All right, I think I'm good. I think I know what I'm gonna get. I'm just gonna pull up and grab one of these simple ones. Oh man. I don't have it's about time. It's about time. I don't have time. I just want to go live tomorrow. I ain't got time to build nothing. Oh, just get a pre-built PC. What do you mean by that? Let me see. pre-built PC near me. Oh, you talking about this? Okay. Can I get something cheap like this one? Like, can I get something like this? I want to be able to buy it tomorrow and pick it up and bring it here and start streaming. Can I buy something cheap like this for 800? I really don't want to spend a bag, bro. I just bought this camera last week. You know how much this camera was? Guess how much this rig is right here. Guess how much this rig is. All of y'all are too low. This was $6,000. This rig, $6,000. The body alone was $4,200. Just the body was $4,200. I don't want to go buy a PC unless I need something heavy duty. So if I need something light. Nah, but the camera's crazy. The camera's crazy. This filter right here, was $250. Just this filter. The lens was $1,000. I might be light on how much I spent because the memory cards alone were a few $100s each. This is the filter from Peter McCannon. This is Peter McCannon's design. This is his product. It is crazy, bro. Like, it is such quality. It's just insane, that filter. This is the Sigma. Is it Sigma? Yeah, this is the Sigma 10 to 18. That one's I think it's like $1,000. And then I have this one too. This one's like $800. This one I would use for tutorials. This is the Tamron 1770. This I would use for tutorials right here. So this is for tutorials. This is for vlogs. So this one's like $1,000, I think. This one's like $850. The body's $4,200. The memory cards are like $300 a piece. This is like $250. This is only $100, I think. This shit right here, this is really nice. So if you're a vlogger, like, this is really cool, you know, be able to point and stuff. And then if you want to lay it down on the counter, it's very, very, very slick. Right. And then the cage, I think the cage is cheap. The cage is like $60. And then we have like the little components here. There's like $60, probably like $25, $60. So yeah, about $6,000 for the setup. Yeah, Peter he's a you know, he's obsessed with his craft, man. He's that guy. So Lewis, it's night and day. The quality that comes out of this camera versus this is night and day. Oh, to go live, I use this. I'm using the Osmo because it tracks me. And then on TikTok, I'm using my phone. And I have an extra phone. I use this phone on vacation, so nobody calls me. I have Meta glasses. I don't like the quality. All right, what time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Shit, it's late. But yeah, I spend serious money on my tools, bro. I need to figure out the content, and I have a lot of game to give. I got a lot of shit I could share, right? But I think what people are into right now, I just ain't got time for it, bro. It's just not valuable for me. It's not right. It's not in my heart. It's not in my soul. And even when I entertain it, it's like, why did I do that? Right? Like, I follow God. I'm a businessman, very successful at it. Very successful as a father, as a husband. I've been with my wife for 20 years. I'm 36. Man, sometimes I gotta pinch myself. God has been so good, bro. But I haven't figured out the content shit, So I'm trying to figure it out. And I know I got something. I got something to give to this world. I know God is leading me this direction. I've poured my money into it. I've invested into it. But it's just weird, bro. Because when I see what people want to watch and people want to stick to, it's ugly. It's just ugly, bro. I was on a panel this morning, and it's a bunch of single moms on there, and they were talking about, what was the topic? The topic was tax the rich. I just don't believe in it. I don't believe in taxing the rich. I believe I believe politicians on both sides don't give a damn about us. Don't give a damn about the people. Politicians on both sides will become politicians making middle-class salaries and end up millionaires on both sides. Isn't that interesting? And then when I hear policies about tax the rich, the policies, if you're not stupid, if you actually know how the world works, then you know you can't tax the rich with an income tax increase. These guys, if income taxes went to 90% again, do you know what I would do? As a rich man in America, you want to know what I would do? I'll tell you. Every single penny that I earned would go into a brokerage account. And I would only make money from dividends. I would only make passive income. That's it. That's all I would do. Why? Because passive income is taxed differently than active income. You're not taxed the same way. And so the income tax increase of 90% would not affect me. It would be 10 or 20%. Or I would move because I have the resources to do it. So it's all bullshit at the end of the day. And when you share this stuff, people act like they got it all figured out, like they know. And I know you don't. I own an accounting firm. I have 350 clients, 28 employees. I see what people's finances are like. I know you don't know shit, bro. So, but this is what people want to spend their time on. They don't want to learn how to invest because that could change your life. You would not care about what the government's doing. You would not care about what's going on over here if you had your shit figured out, trust me. But people don't want to spend no time learning this stuff. Not the game you give on people sleeping. I agree. Why should the rich be punished because they work? Yeah, and I get the whole thing on, big corporations, right? But like, bro, the data's out there. The richest people in the world pay the majority of the taxes of the world. We don't need more taxes, bro. We need to stop funding stupid shit. It's just that, like, we need to be more disciplined. When I look at the government, I see them the same way as the typical American. They just spend money like it's nobody's business because they ain't got, a politician don't even got their own finances fucking figured out, right? Repent, and believe in the gospel. Bro, can you not spam? I get it. I love you. And I agree. And here's what I would tell people. Look, I know a lot of talented people that dropped the gifts that God gave them to do this spam shit. And I just don't think you have a high conversion rate. I think I have a higher conversion rate than you do. I think I've probably led more people to God than you have in the last few months because I didn't spam. I gave value and I gave all the glory to God. And that brings people closer to God. You feel me? Like the other day, I learned about a NBA basketball player who retired to give his life to God. That's what he said. I just thought to myself, bro, what? You are the 0.001% of the world population. You made it to the NBA. You have millions of eyeballs on you. Why would you retire? Why would you need to retire to give your life to God? Why not be an NBA player? That's a great representation of God's children, of God's design, and give him all the glory. Oh my God. You would send so many people towards the right direction. Man, I just, all right, maybe I'm being a little bit too opinionated. I agree with you, Bossio, more about discipline. Just being real, yo, you give classes in ATL, that's where I'm at. That's another thing, man. I got this tour, and I might not do it. I might only do a couple of the cities. So this week we have meetings on how we're gonna do this because I'm trying to figure it out, man. Trying to figure out what I need to focus on. So my people on YouTube, do you guys prefer YouTube Live or do you prefer YouTube, TikTok YouTube? I need to learn more about this type of stuff. What type of stuff? I have a few people on YouTube. Let me ask you guys. I have a booking app that we're gonna launch in January, I think. I'm God willing. I need to sign up 1,000 people ASAP. I signed up 1,000 people to my mentorship in 30 days. Can I sign up 1,000 to this booking app in 90 days? What do y'all think? This booking app is going to be better than anything that's out there. If you know my methodologies, What do you think? Well, older, we like YouTube. YouTube for sure. I don't like TikTok. YouTube live. YouTube live. Do both though. Okay. All right. I gotta figure out how to do both. Yeah, I might be right though. I want to see the booking app. We waiting, bro. What would you want in the booking app, Eddie? Can't wait to see it. Thank you. What would you want in the booking app? And I'm gonna tell you if we in the right direction. I'll tell you what though, it's gonna be a war because the competition has unlimited money. If I need a booking app, I've been using my notes on iPhone. Hey, let's go. I got you. Everything that you steady preaching in the mentorship, it's gonna have all that, y'all. It's gonna have all that. It's gonna have, you know how we're big on SEO? It's gonna have AI do the SEO for you. It's gonna have AI do the SEO for you. It'll pay for itself. For real. VIP, that'll never happen. VIP said, I wouldn't want your app to promote other barbers within my area like Booksy does. Yeah, that's the most biggest bullshit. And barbers really bought into that shit. Barbers are fucking dumb, bro. Excuse my language. Shit it's just so annoying. And they want to argue with me. Like, bro, I've helped 100 barbers within my brand make 6 figures. And you're going to tell me that Booksy showing other barbers to your clients when they book an appointment with you is okay because you get clients too? It's so dumb. It just will never happen. Just will never happen. Here's the thing though. We want to include all the features. I want to include all the features. I don't want to nickel and dime. I don't want to charge you guys $30 and then $1 this and then $1.50 this and then 30% your first appointment and then this. We want to charge you for the app and then charge you for stuff that costs money. So we'll charge you for the app. We'll charge you for text messages and emails because there's a cost associated. Not notifications, but if you're going to do marketing and do blast, I have to charge you. So it's going to start at a higher price point than Booksy because when you sign up to what we're building, you're not going to get nickeled and dimed. So I hope that makes sense. So what we're thinking is instead of $30, it'll be $50, but that includes every feature except for the SMS and emails when you're doing marketing campaigns, which means if you have like 1,000 clients, you want to send them all emails and text messages that say, hey, Father's Day is coming up. Make sure you book your appointment. I got you. That's going to cost us money. So you guys have to pay for it. Right? But everything else, all the other features, you'll get your own website, your own funnel, AI, SEO. You'll get the booking software. You'll get everything with no limitations. All of your data, you'll be able to download the CSV. The KPIs, going to be next level. But this is going to be this is going to change the. I think it's going to change the game, bro. It's going to piss a lot of people off though, with deep pockets. So, but I need y'all feedback. You know, what do y'all think about that? And if you're in the mentorship, I'm gonna be live streaming a lot of the process. I'm gonna showcase the features, and what I think I want to do is I want to build a wait list. Texting the partners. So I got some ideas. You know what I'm saying? I got some ideas. There will be a leader. There's already leaderboards already. There's already leaderboards. Oh, it's gonna be so crazy. So imagine, all right. So like Headlines has 12 locations. Well, we'll have 12 locations as of as of December 15th. Imagine I can have a leaderboard across my entire enterprise, all my locations, one leaderboard. But then each individual location can have a leaderboard. And then each individual barber could have KPIs and know exactly where their strengths and weaknesses are. It's gonna be next level, bro. I can I give you guys a name? I don't think I can give y'all a name yet, but we do have a name. I can't give y'all a name. It's a dope name though. It's a dope name. The one thing that I can give you guys, the one thing I can give you guys is AI is in the name. AI is in the name. It's better. It's better than. It's gonna be better than 6FB booking. Um, and I think that when we launch the app, I'm gonna decrease the price of the mentorship to try to offset the cost. Right. So if you're spending, let's say you're spending $120 right now for the mentorship, we might drop it to like $70 so that you can pay 50 for the for the app. That way you won't need to use 6FB booking. You know what I mean? We'll probably do that for you guys. What do you guys think about that? And then that way, alongside the app, I can coach. I can continue to coach y'all, continue to pay, our coaching team, our staff, and all that. And then eventually, maybe we grow the booking app so big that I won't have to charge at all for the mentorship. I agree with the sentiment that if we only sell to single barbers, we're not going to build a sustainable business. But I do think that through single barbers, those guys are our salespeople, and they will convince their shop owners that we just need to be on the same page. And shop owner, I think you should invest in this app. They'll become our salespeople, direct to business. All right, let me read that back. So I agree with the sentiment that if we only sell to single barbers, we're not going to build a sustainable business. But I do think that through single barbers, those guys are salespeople, and they will convince their shop owners that we just need to be on the same page. I think I think you should invest in this app. They'll become our salespeople directly to the business. Hopefully that gave the messaging across. It wasn't perfect, but especially for shop owners, this is going to be next level. I'm telling you. Shop owners want everyone on the same app, but no one has been able to, I think, blend the individualism of independent contractors and having a business that can scale. And and have them organized within one single dashboard. I know we're both on the same page, though. I don't think the price is a problem. But especially if features aren't limited. All right, cool. Let me see what the chat's talking about. Bless yourself. I'm gonna have all my shops and barbers transition over. Let's go. Could it work for schools, barber students? Yeah, I think so. Maybe we can do a discount code for barber schools. I'm not sure though. Would a kiosk feature be possible? It's already implemented. We already have the kiosk feature. And every individual barber in your barbershop will have their, and you can set this up. You don't have to do it this way. So it's already set up this way where a barbershop can handle all of the payments through their own processing, right? Or each individual barber could have their own processing. And so all the money goes straight to their account. You can handle booth rent. You can handle commission. You can handle inventory and product sales. You can do tap to pay. Excuse me. Each barber will have the individualism that an independent contractor wants. So they'll have their own barber page that they can customize, put their own pictures and details and all that, and just send a link to their own individual barber page if they want to. But it'll be integrated within the barbershop's website. And if you know anything about SEO holistically, that just helps with ranking on Google. So you still have some individualism, but the barbershop owner will be happy in that it'll still be merged within their own business. I think that is a hell of a advantage if you're trying to scale, or just be able to systemize your business better. And then you'll have so much data, so many like it's gonna be sick. Is it gonna replace barber form? I don't think you'll need barber form. A lot of the features that we're building are all the features that we're building are inspired by 6FB, right? Shop owners don't require everyone on the same app because in a lot of states, it's just not legal. But if barbers feel like they still have that individualism and the shop owner is paying for it, they'll definitely be part of it. And I think legally, if there is individualism, contractually, you can require them on the same app, as long as you're not dictating what their page looks like, their prices, their schedule, that type of thing. They're also scared of turnover, not being able to keep their barbers. Too much structure is the exact opposite of why a lot of barbers become barbers. All right, let me read this back. So shop owners don't require everyone on the same app because in a lot of states, it's just not legal. But if barbers feel like they still have all the individualism and the shop owner is paying for it, they'll definitely be part of it. And I think legally, if there is individualism, contractually, you can require them on the same app, as long as you're not dictating what their page looks like, their prices, their schedule, that type of thing. They're also scared of turnover, not able to keep their barbers. There's a lot of gray area, and I think we're fine if we stay there. I don't think we'll have any issues. And I think that that's what shop owners want. That isn't offered. Damn, I'm typing a lot. I'm writing novels right now. Will you be able to show portfolio on each barber's page? Yes, you'll be able to show portfolio. What do you think about getting a loan through the payment processor like Stripe does or Square? Just depends on the terms, man. The terms matter. You know what I'm saying? So I think for the most part, if you make good money and you live below your means and you are in compliance and you separate your finances from business and personal, just go to the bank. WhatsApp is interesting. There's constantly people coming in, but we're not keeping them because I need to be able to stream my screen, because then I could put something, whatever the topic is, and that might catch people. But it can't just be, I can't just do barbering, right? Like it has to be, and I think what would help, like pie accounting, for example, is if I focus on small business owners, or people who are aspiring to become entrepreneurs. Man, the amount of people I see on TikTok that do talk entrepreneurship, that have never done shit in entrepreneurship, it baffles me. Baffles me. All right, I'm going to get off of TikTok, and I'm going to get off of YouTube here soon. So 223 people watch this shit. Nobody stayed on, though. Actually, now that I think about it,
most incredible
like look at these live streams.
I allow myself to resonate at the frequency.
You trying to get all fresh up?
Look at this.
Is it recorded, brother? I'd love to watch that. Hi, puppy pup. Wait a minute. I'm getting off here, okay? Give me a minute.
All right, cool.
Yep, the dogs are...
Don't be the one shivering while everyone else sleeps cozy. Right now, you can take 50% off the regular price and enjoy free shipping. Over 22,000 people.
Some more, man. Go.
Oh, it's in January, isn't it?
What they talking about?
That's only
There's a
very
lot
quick
of,
shipping. If you have not,
like black versus white racism shit.
We got the opportunity to do something.
Maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe
yeah, we got some damn good quality.
But see, start with the pink.
Does everybody else?
I really like this one. I like.
Shit as me?
Okay, so Lotus, I gotta get you.
That's huge red flag.
Eater, right? Minutes are concerned.
Compared
They
to
be talking about like dating and shit.
my brother.
This just ain't a world I want to be in, bro.
No, my sisters.
These people 30 something, 40 something, and they single and they talking about.
It's just,
Yo.
It's not for you shipping.
Look at this shit, bro. Why are you on this, bro? This guy is the stupidest shit.
That's the caption right there.
This guy be the dumbest shit. Look, bro, right here, soft spot. Why would you want to even do this, bro? It's like, damn, too much for me. They trying to divide us for facts. Look at this dumb shit, man. Why are you there just standing around, spending stupid shit?
As clear as y'all can say it, y'all are telling me that none of y'all in these boxes None
I
of
can't
y'all.
speak. You get to talk. I can't. I'm trying to jump in.
Go ahead. Go. I'll shut up right now.
Only you. Look, I know there's other sisters. I do recognize.
I can leave if I don't want. I can say, you know what, I don't like I
You
don't
can
like
leave and
United
be
Healthcare.
forced to pay.
No, I don't like United Healthcare. I'm going to go to Blue Cross, or I'm going to go to Blue
I'm gonna tell
Shield.
you the difference.
Those are insurance companies.
Wait, hold on.
Exactly, for insurance.
Act like you got some fucking sense, boy.
Know any of these details and you have an IUL policy, send me a DM. I'll help.
Get to 95K.
Right, if you have any questions, go ahead and shoot it in the chat. But if you have an IUL policy or
Don't request up here. Okay? I've now set it. It's on the screen. You'll probably get dropped if you do. Mother might even block you. And I don't want you to get blocked. I like friends.
Galaxy, if you play my song, trying to promote, I need an honest reaction. You could join my live and play your music.
I like that she has a goals.
Let these people know you got a husband. I'm married.
As something that may turn
Cancer. You don't harness anything. You harness cancer.
You guys know that is what it is.
You're furry. The planet's warmer. How is that evolution? You're furry. The planet.
Act so undercover. Let me try my whole life long. Be right or be wrong. I'm only what you make me. Oh, because I breathe. You see, Derek.
Basically, until my studio overflows.
I don't know why this part really scares me. It is scary. It's brain rot. It really is.
The grandma really. What I said was, who's gonna get it?
50-50
Who's like if a man approaches a woman and he's like, hey, I want you. The woman can reject, but most times if a woman approaches a man, he may accept.
Also, Basil, your position
Exactly.
Also, wait.
It is easier for a woman to get with a man than a man to get with a woman. The exact thing that I said earlier.
But I don't agree with that because even then, if a woman was to shoot her shot with a man, I do feel like not every man is going to accept. I don't think that. I don't think that a man is necessarily more likely to.
The point is about relativity, darling. It's gonna be
also
for
no.
man to accept
Basil, your position is extremely unclear because
you're more likely to succeed if you shoot your shot. Like,
who cares?
Being the dominant, like, hey, yes, we got it, but
go ahead, Nana, go ahead.
Basil, your position is unclear because I'm confused when you talk about shooting.
If some shit,
See, I don't see that shit till I get
I'm gonna watch Welcome to Dairy. Shauna, thank you for the heart. I'm gonna watch Welcome to Dairy, and then yeah. How are you, Liv?
Big screen.
Put the camera on.
Supposed to say, hey,
Make mistakes.
they
28 people.
Can I get your age really quickly?
Yeah.
God.
You ever been there?
yeah.
I am here right now because the Son of God, Jesus, the Alpha and Omega, says in his word that he breathed on them and said, receive ye the Holy Ghost.
Is it still overweighing my
the
voice?
great I am, the one who died for our sins and sitting on the right hand side of the Father right now with
That's why I
all
go to
power
church,
and
he said.
authority in his hand. He said, receive this in the imperative voice. And it means
And that is people that be on these
attain,
platforms that
acquire,
want you not to
lay
believe,
hold
not to
on,
go to church,
to
not
take.
to have faith. And it's like,
And
what?
you don't see
Wait,
no
you
evidence.
want me to adopt this instead?
I see Jesus saying
Y'all
this.
are not right.
I see Jesus preparing
you guys
them. He's
need
already
saving.
told them 4 chapters earlier.
Say it one more time.
and you break it down as it goes. So stop with all of that. But you tell me, and I'm giving you the platform to speak. You tell me what
this
you
guy
think of
wants
that
us to hate
sentence.
God.
The sentence.
And to do what?
That's
to do
why
this stuff? To choose this instead?
Here, thank
Get
you.
the hell out of here, bro.
I'm gonna answer the
You have somebody that you know that has a mental health issue?
Was nuclear.
To choose this instead?
2000.
Hold on, Franzi.
They
Hold on,
shut
Franzi.
the digits. They be playing.
I don't know about that. That's the point. Our son is a star.
I'll give you all that for sure.
Well, okay, you said culture, okay. But it's like even with a man, Kareem, like with a man nowadays.
Do you see this
I don't
topic?
even think he'll notice that you don't love him.
This can't be
If you
real,
don't like,
bro.
a lot of times I don't even think he would.
Nah,
If you
I love my life. God is good.
Hey, some women just think about it.
Very popular. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, look at that eat. Dude, Bitcoin's crazy. Honestly, Bitcoin, it moves so much. So does Solana now these days. These cryptos move like crazy. But it still reads it. It still reads it.
Section, let's pop it.
I don't.
Cordial conversations.
Lovely white folk to cut you though.
Look at this stupid topic.
That is their like choice. I'm not trying.
And how many people on that dumb shit?
Let's just approach it this
But
way.
I don't mind having a conversation.
Debating if
welcome in, guys.
If the
Welcome
hard
in.
R is racist.
Inasaidia hata kesho juu ya unité. Kama unafanya $20 uganya hata $2 hata ya kunia kuepargne, tout ça c'est vraiment très important. Kujuni ile mentalité au ile prise de conscience d'épargne, je tout prêt et
There we go. All right, you guys. Listen, I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It's late as hell. I need to go to bed. I hope I hope the content was good. Yeah, I do stocks. Yeah, for sure. The beginning of this live stream was a lot about stocks. So, no, I don't do day trading. I sell premium. I probably make $5,000 a month. Doing that. So, and I share it, and especially in the beginning of the stream. So, by all means, rewind it, check it out. Y'all have a good night though, man. Thanks for hanging out.